The part was solid, and you had a little spot that
Like
you
a
could
Dutch
start
fork?
through.
The bartender.
I mean, that goes seriously. This is a brand new facility, and everything there is dispensed in jars. And so here is the experience that I had with the girl. Hi. Well, here, this one will get you high. This one will get you not as high. And this one's in between.
So they weren't speaking about it.
Unquote. And my sponsor, well, can you give me an idea, sativa, indica?
Nope.
What?
Now, I understand that some, you go out to work at a TJ Fridays, they don't want you to have experience. You're out to sell cars, they don't want you to have experience because they want you to do it their way. So that's my first thought.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just at the wrong level right now. And the girl, after asking her, the girl said, yeah, there's our manager. Ask the manager. No, they grow right there. They
How
do
did your
This
son-
is where, here's the card to where I get my seeds. And it's Barney's Farm in New Amsterdam.
How did your son decide or pick your products? I mean, how was, as a caregiver, with you not present?
Well, no, at the time I went with him, he would be my driver.
Oh, I see.
And then later on, he probably
But
just
if
get the
there was a
refills
condition where,
automatically.
if it got to a point where I was not able to drive, he would be able to do the whole trip and complete the process.
I see.
And
And
with
that-
Egg Harbor, you only had the max 4 products.
What did they,
At
what did they have
1/8
at that
a
time?
piece, you're dealing with
What was the pricing
$550 an ounce.
for flour?
Divide by 8.
Wow.
Crazy.
Divide by, oh no, we gotta add sales tax too.
That's today, $550?
But you do get 10%
Gotta add
off if
sales
you're
tax too.
a.
No,
Michael,
that's
is that
a little
today or is
different.
this back then?
That was back then.
Do you know what the
I
price of
haven't
an
been
ounce
there
is
today.
today?
I'm
I
sorry.
think
No.
moved to Jersey.
I can go online and, look up, but they don't like advertising, so
Wow.
therefore there's no publishing of the
Yeah.
prices out there.
So you
I
said
get
there
an
were 4
email that
products?
tells me if there's a special, what products, what's a new strain this year. This is a totally different place now.
Yeah.
Again, to close the door on Egg Harbor.
Is that still open? Is that covered?
Oh, yeah.
And you said they carried 4
Although they are
different
having
products?
difficulties because the employees have decided to unionize.
Ah.
Ah, bye-bye.
What were the 4 different products that they were carrying? They had flour?
Shark Shock?
Oh,
No,
different
all
strains.
weeds, do
Oh,
straights,
all-
that was it.
all flour.
Yeah.
Oh, so only
No
And they're all
flavors.
hybrid, all hybrid.
Wow.
Okay, and so now there are 5 dispensaries that are available statewide.
Well, no, there's supposed to be 2 south, 2 central, 2 north.
Okay, so
You got the
you're waiting for
north
one
and the
to open?
central taken care of, we're still waiting down south.
I see. And so
Okay, we
the
need
one that
one
you're
more.
going to now, how
It's, oh my
close
gosh,
is it in
10,
proximity?
15 minutes away from my house.
Yeah. And are you finding a
It's
different
11 miles.
caliber of worker?
Professionalism?
Yes.
Involvement,
Yeah.
I can talk to the director if I want.
Yeah.
They seem to know
I'm
what they're
pretty
selling.
close, I'm not sure, and I really doubt this, but maybe it's my birthday and get a tour. But, no, it's not that open.
What
But
kind of
however,
products are they
to come
carrying?
inside, I have, as far as strains of flour, and you have 2 topicals. One very similar product there in the tub, which is a coconut oil base. However, the oil that is in there basically is they have CO2 extraction. I got a picture of it on my phone. My buddy's standing next to me. Anyway, CO2 extractor leaves no residue. And so you're basically getting shatter mixed in with coconut oil as a topical or edible. Also, it's in syringe form. I think it's 300 milligrams. Basically, all you can get is 1/8. So it ends up being 2 syringes. Now, this is important, especially for a patient, because if you can start titrating, and I know which dose I need, I've made that stuff. I've made tinctures last me a long. That's how I got from Egg Harbor to Belmar. I mean, yeah, there's a great market. But I'm going back to old hippie days of using mason jars in a crock pot and some glycerin
Yeah.
To extract your own.
to extract my own.
Mhm.
My beautiful companion for a number of years was diagnosed with stage 4 ovarian a year and a half ago, and I didn't think twice about getting a magical butter maker.
Yeah.
I just drove, be right back. Got to come back. Yeah, I'm sorry, I got what I could, a couple ounces put in there and started using that to
Wonderful.
make medicine.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking any blame for it, but thanks to modern science, she kicked that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You know, she hated the smell of cannabis.
Todd, can you tell us a little bit about your dispensary?
New York is very different.
So you get your card, does it come in the mail?
Mine did come,
Okay, how quickly after your visit with your doctor?
5 days.
Oh.
Came, I was excited. And then I did the research of which dispensary, which 3 of the people here, and I went to all 3 of your dispensaries to visit within the first week. This is a real strange situation when you talk about these dispensaries, because since they are so new, and since I really do appreciate you guys doing what you're doing, but I know how hard you have it there. But let me just put it this way. I know a hell of a lot more than any of these dispensaries know what's going behind these doors. No offense, but they are running in the dark, and it's not their fault. It's just their hands are tied. They're limited. So you probably know the one on 14th Street. Raise your hand. Come on.
Care?
You can say hello. Okay. These guys have a really nice high-end scale shop. You walk in, it's beautiful. Security guard lets you in. You can look at what they have. Now, we don't have flower in New York State, unfortunately. We do have the choice of cartridges, which are supposed to be CO2 extracted and pure. Although I have tested some of them and they do come back with butane, which I cannot explain why, but they're in here. And then they have pens, which you can buy, put your cartridge on, and tap, as they call it, you know. They also have what they call, I guess they're not pills, they're capsules. And the problem with the capsules for me is that everyone that I tested were not using biodegradable capsules or gelatin capsules. They were made out of something else, like plastic, and they affected my stomach greatly, so I don't use capsules anymore. And then, of course, there is the sublingual, which is the jars that look like honey, nectar, and you pull a few drops and you go gook, 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 and those are awesome. And the ratios are different, recommended from your doctor. Now, since I'm suffering from neuropathy, I really need pain. So I was getting the 1-to-20 ratios. You can get the 1-to-1s. You know, I was buying CBD directly from CBD manufacturers in California, just mixing. And I honestly never took anything from the shelf that I got from these dispensaries and used them straight out. I always opened them up and I either added a hell of a lot more THC to them, or I took.
That's not recommended.
She's right.
This is totally
I'm sorry, but I know what my body needed. I know what my body needed.
The CCA does not endorse.
Correct. Okay? New York does not have topicals. This is a great market material, but when I need it, it works. Now, of course, let's talk about the other facilities. Queens, same place. You walk in, nicely set up. Everybody's very knowledgeable as far as what they know and they recommend. They have beautiful displays. You know, everybody's being very professional, very revealing what they could, but you know, they really don't even know. See, New York doesn't do it like other states. There is no medical lab testing in the sense of what I'm used to, which means everything gets tested for biologics, which CBD, CBN, THC, impurities of all kind. There is a certain limitation to what you get. It is listed in the packaging and it will give you the fine details, but it is not what I want, which is why I sent everything out to labs and spent the money. Yeah, exactly. This is Jersey?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we can show and tell this later, but this is very similar to what Colorado, Nevada, and the other states do.
Percentages are right there.
Right, and this is how it should be. I'm sure the pharmacists will agree with me when they say they're frustrated and can't do much because they're limited, right, within what you can do, right? I mean, you can't, you know, I mean, I wish they would send them out and get more finite tests done, but...
Tell us about price.
Oh, price is kind of expensive, all right. These...
First, what did your doctor charge you to visit?
Okay,
Was it cash?
my doctor was $125 for the first initial visit.
Cash?
Yes, and then I paid him another $150 when I came back, and that's when he got the recommendation to get the license. They didn't charge me anything for the license. They were supposed to charge me $50, but I didn't get a bill.
They're not charging for that.
Okay.
And the 2 week, they came out with a two-year report, and then a press precedent a week later.
Oh, he changed
They
it?
said they're gonna add nurse practitioners, they're not gonna charge you the $50, and they're gonna look into home delivery.
Good, awesome.
Yeah.
But these cartridges, I think I'm not sure at your location, because I think it was about, what, 120, 130 for these?
The cartridges.
Anybody?
Ours, 21 to 195.
195,
No, no,
okay.
no, what's the,
Wow.
what's the dose, I mean, not the dosage, but what are they, grams?
1.0.
Yeah, milligrams.
Half
1
gram?
milligram for $195?
Wow.
You're giving half milligram?
Right, come
Oh,
on.
wait.
I have a question
Right.
from
What's
New
the
York.
strain?
Do you guys have the fractionally
We don't know the strain.
We
don't know
Let's not
anything.
get off
Do
topic.
you guys have the fractionally still clear? You guys have the clear here yet?
No,
So
absolutely
no
not.
crystals, no diffraction, is still
No,
taking
not
out
at
all
all.
impurities.
No
of your
pressurized, no
practice
cold
and-
water press.
We don't even know
So
what you're
there's
talking
no
about.
specific.
Wait, she's right, she's right. And but,
Roger, we're that far away from the plant, like, we don't even know, like,
Right.
that level of.
and again, listen guys, let me just say something, okay? I'm not throwing these dispensaries under the bus. I love them, they're great, I appreciate it, but they are, it's not their fault.
Thank you.
It's the federal level, it's at state level. These things need to change, and they will eventually. So right now, I'm very happy to get what I can, but now here's the kicker. I spend $1,500 a month at my dispensary.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ!
Wow.
No insurance, that's cash money. That's how much I go to get my medicine every month. Now, that's why I augmented them, because now I can stretch it out. I make it last 3 times as long. Go ahead.
I just wanted to comment on the price. It is mainly a result of the regulations.
Yes,
Right.
I know.
Yes.
I know.
There's limited patients.
It's done prohibitively by the
Yeah.
state.
Well, like I said, we don't have flour either. I have friends in Arizona, the medicinal market out there, and
Right.
they're blown away that we don't have flour.
Right. And I want to input something here, guys.
Oil without flour.
Because a lot of people are under the misconception that when, like, you can understand this, because this guy's a great edible business. Talk to him after. It's not all about the THCs. It's more importantly for me about the CBD and the terps. Because the CBD is what's helping my pain issues. And unfortunately, the dispensaries are limited. They don't know what the CBD contents. They don't know, like, okay, there's indica, there's sativa, but it's not really the flavor. I don't call it strain. Go ahead. Go in the back. Say it.
So we have our head pharmacist in Manhattan here, and I just want
Yeah.
Yeah, please, Trisha.
Please.
Please.
Enlighten us.
testing protocols, and we can tell you the exact milligram content of THC and CBD in all of our products. So
Well,
Yeah, I just want to say something. I know that it is hard for the patients, but, we are in New York, we dispense in the dispensaries by a pharmacist. We are very knowledgeable. CBD is our #1 seller.
Yes.
We do know what CBD does for our patients.
good.
We know what you guys go through, and we're very fortunate. And I'm sorry that you've had these
Rough time.
experiences,
Yeah,
but
I know.
we do have in-depth consultations with our patients, try to make sure that they, get exactly what they need.
as you said, every state is different, and I think, New York State, we have to be able to control the dosing and say exactly how much THC and CBD is in all of our products, and we have to CO2 extract and refine them, and we can't sell the plants. And as a result, we also have to test for heavy metals and bacteria and fungus and pesticides and fertilizers. But the other side of that, of course, is that patient access is very difficult because there's this very robust system in place designed for high quality, but it's causing frustration among the patients in New York.
basically goes
So
through a
we
pharmaceutical
hear that as well, and which is why we're here. We want to hear more about the patient experience and work with you. We really appreciate everything that everyone is saying. But we also do want to offer ourselves up to educate as well about what we're offering, and the other dispensaries are offering other things as well because they grow their own products and have their own processes.
And I just want to just reiterate, this is a new program for New York State. It's not going to be perfect. At least it's a start, and then as we have these conversations, I invited the dispensaries, the registered organizations to come, so thank you, because I need to learn as well. And actually, I learned a lot from, the patients who, unfortunately have to self-medicate or have to go through the trials to get to, someone who is a certified physician. Once they get to me, though, I give them all the information they need in terms of, what to expect up until they go to the to the registered organizations, and I tell them, this is what you're going to need. You're going to need your card that will come in the mail. You're going to need the recommendation I give you. I get, some form of ID, and also I tell them, bring cash. Because I want them to know exactly what, they're ready to anticipate. When they get there, I also tell them, that this is not like a CVS or a Walgreens where you go in, give them a recommendation, and they're ready to give you anything. They will have a consultation. It's about 30 minutes. I've gone actually to Columbia Care and to Vireo, the one in White Plains. Columbia Care I went to even before they opened their doors, and then again later on just to see what it looks like and what, if I were a patient, what's the experience I'm going to. So I know what it looks like, to those places. And the butane, I think I'll be having a site visit there just so that I know what we're dealing with. And so when I give them the list of registered organizations, which unfortunately, it's online. So if your physician could have given you a flyer and say this so that you don't have to go doing more research. And so that they can choose of the different locations which is closest to them, what makes more sense. Do they have the products? Each place also has different products available, and that's always
different
sort of
prices too.
different, and it's always being updated as well. So when I get the updates, and sometimes I'll hear from my patients, oh, by the way, they now have introduced, now they have the vaporization form. They didn't always have that.
That's
So
correct.
these are different things, or they have limited supply. Hours at the registered organizations are different.
Yeah,
So that's also another.
especially upstate New York.
So,
Does- Does anybody here know when the Bronx location is actually gonna open?
Yeah, it's in October.
Really this time?
I got it in
Sorry to
Yeah,
say it
actually, I
that
got
way.
it.
That's
But-
Pharmacan.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that
Yeah.
was, that's not why I raised my hand.
Go ahead.
Please.
I think they're opening like the third week of October. But word on the street is, my comment was more towards the testing. And I think anyone who's read, so my name is Mia, and I'm the co-chair of Women Grow New York. I support Cannabis Cultural Association. I think they're doing good things. But in the 2-year review, one of the things that they said is they recommended that they put out an RFP for new labs. And in New York State, it's lucky even that we have mandated testing, because states like Arizona and even I think many of the states do not have mandatory testing. I think Nevada and I want to say Oregon and Colorado are the only states that have mandated testing protocols that are enforced. And so, the program, they are aware that there needs to be better testing, that needs to be reported out better. And it is unfortunately a new program with growth bombs. But it's important to speak up about it because the DOH is incorporating that feedback.
Sure.
Yeah.
How much access do you have input, does the patient have input to DOH? We just
Lobbying.
went
I think
through
just-
August of getting,
Well, the legislative session starts again in January. for instance,
Yeah,
June,
correct.
So.
Yeah.
That'll be it.
we're gonna drive to Albany.
Yeah, you have to go to
I
Albany.
gotta go to
folks.
Trenton, I'll be there tomorrow morning.
Wonderful.
Take it.
We-
Yeah, so we're gonna hear just a last word from our panelists, take just a couple of questions, then we have a couple more raffles, and we'll say goodnight. So, last words, last thoughts, anything anybody wants to?
Yeah. Go ahead. I just want to say, when you guys, up to you. Like, seriously, you want this to come out, you want changes. I don't mean to be rude, but you got to get off your asses and do something about it. You got to go to Albany. You're in New York State. Come up. I mean, we're getting buses. As soon as they go back into session, we're up there. You got to lobby, phone call, emails, whatever it takes. You have to do it. Otherwise, you can't complain about it because it's not going to change. It's up to you.
Thank you, Todd.
Yeah, the organizations such that I'm involved with in New Jersey, again, we're a patients organization, Coalition for Medical Marijuana in New Jersey. The people that have been involved with it have been involved with it a lot longer than I have, following Kuma, over the 20 years it's taken to get to where it's at today. And where it's at today is a lot brighter than I said. I kind of came up hard with Egg Harbor, but for a new patient, being, it's like you don't know what to expect and you get thrown at it. And yet you hear there's some critical stuff here, but we're the successful patients.
Yeah.
I don't even consider
We're the
myself
ones that are
successful.
riding it out. We're not the ones that are just, oh shit, look.
Right,
So I may just get some gray mark and call my cousin.
yeah.
you
Well, for
know?
$5.50 an ounce, I'm calling your cousin.
Well, yeah, and I guess, and so right now, you can extrapolate